Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chris Lindsay, aka the Fairy Fro Mother. Today we're going to be discussing protein treatments and natural hair. How are they related? How often should you get them? Are they really essential? Are they overhyped? Plus, I get questions as regards to whether I include protein treatments in my routine and how often I get protein treatments done on my hair. So we're going to be doing all of that. I'm going to be answering that question today on this video. So please stay tuned and don't go anywhere. Hair is made of a structural fibrous protein called keratin, a protein that forms a protective layer around the hair cuticles and locks in moisture in the hair. It is an essential element that determines shape, texture, and growth of the hair. Now, our hair is made up of protein bonds. The difference between our natural hair and chemically straightened hair is that for straightened hair, the protein bonds are broken. Those protein bonds that our hairs are made of are broken once you chemically straighten your hair. All right. While for natural hair, the protein bonds are still intact. It's what brings about the elasticity of your hair and the strength of your hair. Now, adequate protein intake daily can make your hair strong and healthy. That's where healthy eating comes in. That's where being mindful of how you eat comes in. Okay. However, lack of protein in your diet can and the overuse of chemical treatment. So lack of protein in your diet and the overuse of chemical treatment can result in protein loss. Now this makes the hair dry and prone to breakage. Protein deficiency can make your hair dry, dull, damaged because of the gaps and the holes that start forming in the hair cuticles. So people with sufficient protein intake in their diet or those that are taking supplements are more likely to have smooth and nourished hair. So you're either getting it in your diet or you're taking supplements, you have a better chance of having, enough protein in your hair. Your hair will remain nourished. However, many people worldwide suffer from protein deficiency due to poor diet, changes in climatic conditions, and other reasons. As time is going by, as the years are going by, the number of people with protein deficiency keeps increasing. It's going way up there because we're getting more processed foods and all of those things. Another reason for lack of protein in the hair is hairstyling, heating tools, chemical treatments, hair coloring, dyeing of the hair. Doing any of these frequently increases protein loss by a very high percentage. These treatments or the protein treatments, what they do is they fill in those gaps, the gaps that are in the hair cuticle. It fills it in and then locks in the moisture, makes the hair strong and healthy, and also reduces frizz. Okay, now this is why the use of protein treatment now is on the increase. Because since an increasing number of people are suffering from protein deficiency worldwide and are frequently straightening or dyeing the hair, or getting all those other chemical treatments on the hair, the protein treatments have become essential to balance the protein loss in the hair because there has to be a protein and moisture balance in the hair for the hair to grow out well, for the hair to be healthy. Now, when you think about it, our ancestors didn't require protein treatments for their hairs to do well. They had healthy, strong hairs, and yet they didn't get protein treatments. Why? Firstly, their diets were good. They mostly got their foods straight from the farms, less exposure to all the processing procedures and everything that processed foods are exposed to. Secondly, they weren't into straightening or dyeing of the hair. Most of them were not into chemical straightening, they weren't dyeing their hairs. So the protein bonds in their hairs were still intact. Protein treatment wasn't important in those days. Also, you probably have not chemically treated or straightened your hair, but your hair feels weak, it feels limp, all right? It feels like cotton candy or mushy. It looks dull and is breaking easily. It could be a sign of protein deficiency or a loss of protein in your hair, maybe due to lack of proper care and or as a result of not getting adequate protein in your diet. Protein treatments add hydrolyzed protein to our hair and prevent the cuticle from getting further damaged. Now, going overboard with protein treatments, including it in your routine even when your hair doesn't need it, can lead to what is called protein overload. Now, some people say they do protein treatments every 6 weeks. Do you really need that? Even if your hair has damage, has damage, whether it is mild damage or excessive damage, you do the protein treatments for a while and then you stop it once you observe that your hair is okay. Because you have to keep observing so that you don't put your hair at risk of protein overload. You begin to experience dryness, brittleness, breakage, too many split ends. Excessive use of protein treatments might also trigger hair loss. So you have to be careful. The frequency of protein treatments depends on your hair's condition and its needs. So it is not compulsory that it must be included in your routine. It depends on your hair's condition and its needs. So you get it done when it is needed so that there is a protein moisture balance. It's very important. For some people, they overload their hair with protein without even knowing it. Some DIY ingredients like mayonnaise, coconut milk, eggs, yogurt, rice water, they contain high amounts of protein in them and should be used with caution and not too frequently to avoid protein buildup. Pay attention to your hair's condition and adjust your routine accordingly. So if you need to get a protein treatment, what you have to do is look for products that have high protein content. It's usually indicated in protein deep conditioner or protein hair mask. You know that this is for protein treatment. And then you get it and use it according to the instruction, according to the manufacturer's instructions, and you should be good. In case one gets protein overload, how does one deal with it? If you suspect protein overload in your hair, you can take the following steps to address it. Number one, you clarify your hair. You have to use a clarifying shampoo to remove product buildup from your hair. Product buildup that you must have gotten from hair products, which might include excessive protein. This helps to reset your hair. It will automatically reset your hair. Secondly, deep conditioning. Use a moisturizing deep conditioner to restore moisture back to your hair. Look for products that have minimal protein content or those that are protein free. Okay? So if it's a product that has minimal protein content or doesn't have at all, it's fine. It will restore the moisture back into your hair. Thirdly, temporarily reduce the use of high protein products or Eliminate hair products with high protein content in your routine. I get questions like, do you do protein treatments on your hair and how often? I hardly do protein treatments on my hair for four reasons. Firstly, I try to do my best, all right? I try to do the best that I can to get adequate supply of protein in my diet. Secondly, I haven't used any form of heat on my hair. I haven't gotten any chemical treatment done. I haven't used dye on my hair. Thirdly, my hair is healthy. It doesn't feel limp, doesn't feel weak or lifeless. My hair's elasticity is intact and it doesn't break easily. Fourthly, our deep conditioning treatment from my hair care line contains minimal amount of protein in it. So that nourishes the strands and forms a protective layer around the hair cuticles and locks in the moisture in the hair. The last time I got a protein treatment was like 5 years ago. So it's not something that I have on my routine. It's something that I do when I need it, when my hair needs it. I got a question from one of the queens here. She was wondering whether what was the issue with her hair, that her hair was limp, her hair was very fragile. Okay, so I thought to do this video, and in case some other people out there are having the same issue, it just might be that your hair needs a protein treatment. I hope that you all have learned something from this video, as each video has its own lessons to be learned. You all know I love you, right? Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed it, share this video with your friends and your families so that they too can learn how to nurture and grow out their natural hair. If you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Where have you been? Go on and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. Thank you again for watching. I'll see you on my next one. Bye-bye.